Well, hello guys. Um, Welcome back to another video. Um, I wish this was just a regular video, but it's not. Um, I'm making this video at 8:16 in the morning today, January 15th, 2025. All right. Um, and why do I say it's not a regular video? Um, because I am really angry. I am extremely angry, um, and I am doing my very best to keep together. But last night, um, my wife uh, told me about some comments that people are making on a video of our late son. And I am actually going to call those people out. Alright, guys, so as you guys can see up here, I have the comment section open of that video. I will put here a little picture of what video I'm talking about. But the video is about when my wife and I, made a video revealing our baby and talking about his sickness, which on the title clearly says trisomy 13. Okay, so number one, Maureen Bryan 3465. This was back a year ago. Saying for my wife to do something because he was in distress. I did comment on that comment last night. Yes, it's back from a year ago, but I looked at it and I had the need to answer back. He was not in distress in that video. Um, if you guys can hear when people talk, we clearly explain the situation. And in case you can see, he has a feeding tube on in that video. So he is going to be uh, a little bit uncomfortable. At that age, he cried a lot. But he wasn't in distress. Um, that video, when we made it, he was about, I'll say, 2 to 3 months. And it took the doctors and us months to figure out the right milk for him, the right percentage of flow that the machine had to go. So there was a lot of moving parts. All right. So if the machine was going too fast, obviously he will be crying. If the machine was going too slow, obviously he's gonna be crying. So, Marie, I suggest ask questions before talking. Okay. The other one, Renee Mancini 7687. This was 3 weeks ago. Saying poor sweet boy can't watch. Praying for him. And she actually reposted it, but then she posted it, as you guys can see here, that little yellow thing is on Mylene's face. I find that very disrespectful. And I commented on her saying there's no need for prayer. Because if you guys would have watched the video, he's no longer here with us. Alright? Again, don't talk without knowing. Another one, 3 weeks ago. Diana Millard, 2629. Saying, he's beautiful. Thank you. Does he need pain meds? No. He did not need pain meds. At that time in the video, we were still figuring out with the doctors what was the best milk flow for him, because obviously he couldn't talk. So it was very hard. because it couldn't go too slow and it couldn't go too fast. So he didn't need pain meds in that video. Yes, he had pain meds because in that video, I can't remember exactly when it was when I uploaded it. I know it was 3 years ago, April 2027, April 27th of 2021. So yeah, here he was 3 months old. And this video, he only had 2 months since he had a GJ surgery, which is where they put his GJ tube on, his fitting tube, and he had a brain surgery. Let's continue. That wasn't too bad. She was only asking if they needed pain meds. So I cleared that out for you about that video. He didn't need pain meds. He did have pain meds, but he wasn't in pain. He already had his medication and everything. There was a schedule for that right there. Since he was being fed. And then Marie Bryan again decided to write another comment. Can't hear very well with baby crying. Does he need a bottle? I mean, that is, in my opinion, a very dumb question to ask, given the fact that the machine is right there in front of the camera, and it shows the milk. So people just like to make other people feel bad. But we'll get to that a little bit in the video after I call these people that are here. He needs a bottle. You know, it's that's why it says a really dumb question. But that's not the comment that really gets out there. All right. Then there was another one. Peña Colada 226 saying support his neck, please. As you all know, because we legit, if you listen to this video, you guys know what he was born with, the condition he was born with, which I suggest the majority of you guys don't know because you guys don't research this because you don't have a family member that has this condition, so you guys don't care, all right? So, you know, maybe before talking, do your research. I mean, it's right in the title. It says Trisomy 13. It's right in the title, and we speak about it. And if you guys go videos before that, when we found out that my wife was pregnant and it did all this testing one night and came out that he was coming with Trisomy 13, we made a video. This is the problem when you guys don't do research. This is the problem when you guys decide to talk before looking into the stuff. All right? We could not support his neck because his skull was not normal, meaning it was bigger on one side than the other. And a little FYI, the 22 months that he lived, this house every day was full of nurses, specialists, therapists, and everything you can imagine. Try to help him. And by the end of his life, he was actually supporting his neck better. He was only 3 months old when this video came out. So have a little bit of compassion and ask questions. Okay? Thank you. And then we have it's not a bad comment. This is exactly what I mean that people should do. Love Life 11/5 2 years ago said, "Aw, baby, is he in pain?" She asked a question. Very good. This is the perfect example about what I'm talking about. And someone answered, sometimes yes, but sometimes yes, they have many health problems and it's a miracle they can live often for many, many years. See, this person that answered love life knew exactly what we were talking about because it's true. So this person actually took the time an effort to listen to what we were talking about in that video and in all the other videos that we had made before that, prior to that. So thank you. Uh, I'll say the last because the first one is I don't want to butcher it, but Bento 1958. Thank you for that. And this one, um, is the one that really got to me. And you know what the funny thing is? It came in when I replied to this comment right here, this big comment here. It had only been 30 minutes since this person commented on this video. So Patsy Helms 1102. I'm gonna call you out, and this is the comment that really got me to making this video. And I'm gonna read the comment out loud because I want people to hear the kind of person you are. It says, "Why would you make a video with the baby crying? It's hard enough to understand the mother with baby crying. Impossible. Why don't you do something to satisfy him? It's obvious. Panting his back is not the solution. It's sad that both of you can sit and watch the baby suffer. Would love to have gotten the story, but didn't happen. I'm furious that you just do nothing. Feed him pacifier. Just go to another room. This is very difficult to watch." Well, let me tell you something here. Lady, man, whatever you are. Instead of writing this comment that really hurted my wife, why don't you go back to the videos and watch the previous one and the ones after? All right? You have no right to tell us what to do. You have no right to say that our baby is suffering when he's not. All right? And I guess people are blind enough that keep saying to feed him when his feeding tube, it's on him. It's already plugged into him. And at this time, he was being fed. All right? And yes, I was the guy that commented. JP's Gaming, it's me. That's my gaming channel. All right? All right? I don't understand how people have the audacity to come in someone else's YouTube video about their son crying when it literally says revealing our son. Because before this video, we were making videos, family channel, and it just says JP's family. All right? And people knew that my wife was pregnant. We didn't even do it. We even did a gender reveal. We even made a video about when the doctor told my wife the way our son was coming. So you have no right to write this comment. No right at all. Because why don't you put yourself in our shoes? Our son, out of the 22 months that he lived in this earth, he lived in the hospital 19 of them. Why don't you put yourself in our shoes? And then after that, he passed away. So how about if vice versa, this was your video with your husband or your wife and us, the JP's family, coming to this on your video? How will you feel? All right? My son passed away 2 years ago. Most of you know because we made a video. I made a video and it's up there explaining the reason why he passed away in pictures. But it's sad that people can't do it, can't look at videos because they're too busy looking at the negative side because he's crying. But let me tell you what, he basically was still a newborn. He was only 3 months old when we made this video. So I don't know what you think. It's fine that writing this comment was gonna take you somewhere. Well, guess what? I don't have hairs on my tongue. I'll tell people how it is. And the old people that of this channel that has stuck with us throughout the years know how I am. I'm a friendly person. I'm a cool person. But when it comes to my family, And to my late son, this right here, Patty, right? Patsy, is unacceptable. How would you feel if we were talking about you and your son and your husband or wife? How will you feel about that? So grow a conscience, all right? That's why we haven't made much videos on our YouTube channel. Why? Our life changed when our son passed away. He passed away in front of our eyes in a hospital bed. That he spent a week fighting his life. So if you don't have information, please don't talk. Because this is basically blaming someone for something they didn't do. And you don't have evidence to prove it. You say someone did something, where's the evidence? You don't have it? Well, guess what? You don't have a case. We have the evidence on video. So there's the evidence there. He's not suffering. Our boy, a couple months after this video that came out, all he did was laugh and have a good old time. But yet, here you are, Patsy, judging because he's crying on a video. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame? I don't know why people think it's good to judge. But when it comes their turn to get judged, don't do it. Don't do it. And it's sad. Really, really sad. This was one of the comments that most hit me. Because it just had came in. It was like 11:30. So this person wrote this comment at 11 o'clock last night. This video has been out for 3 years. Almost 4. In April, it'll be 4 years since we did this video. And here you are, playing the role of a judge. Judging my late son, my wife, and myself. That's something I won't accept. And if you have something to say, Patsy, there's the comment section. Trust me, I look at them. Sometimes I don't have time to answer them because I get distracted. But comments like this, Patsy, I instantly reply. Because it's a no-no. And yes, I called you out, Patsy. Yeah. Because I am really angry about what you said here, which you had no right to. No right whatsoever, because you don't know anything that my wife and I went through since she found out that our son was coming with trisomy 13 until the day he passed away, and that we continue passing because we miss our son. And yet here you are, thinking you're the big one, judging people. And one day you're going to remember, man, I should have never wrote that comment. Because God's going to bring it to your conscience. And it's going to continue replaying in your mind. And I know you're going to watch this video as well. That's why I'm saying it. Because I know you're going to watch this video. So after I'm done recording it, it's going to YouTube. Oh, yeah. So, my suggestion, Patsy, don't judge people. Don't judge people. I mean, and then with attitude, it's obvious that patting me in the back is not working. Yeah, it's obvious. It's out of control. Pacifier, he never sucked on a pacifier. He hated them, Patsy. So what you want us to do? Since apparently here you are the know-it-all. Tell me what I should have done better. Hmm? Because I'm guessing that you have a child like my child, since you want to tell us what to do. That ain't right. That ain't right. You don't see me out here telling you what to do. Come on now. So yeah. And then here, it was a year ago. Debbie K dash N90 says, what in God's name, and she even wrote God wrong. God was a capital G, not lowercase. Why in God's name will you ever want your child to suffer like that? Pure selfishness. Bro, this is another one that got me. But let me tell you something here, Debbie. He wasn't suffering. Not even in his deathbed. Sorry to tell you, sorry to break the news. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, he wasn't suffering. He was a happy boy. Even when he was sick, he would play, he will laugh. He will always do his happy joy things, even in his hardest time. So let me tell you this, since you're also know-it-all. I say he's suffering because he's crying like a normal baby. Let me tell you this. In his deathbed, the day he passed away, November 19th, 2022, 11:30 in the morning, I went into his room. His heart had stopped, and they had revived him again. His heart stopped 6 times, and he kept coming back. But at 11:30, I went inside the room with my best friend. And I stood next to his bed while doctors were working with him. They just had to revive him. I put my finger in his hand like this, like I always used to do. He's intubated. He has central lines everywhere. If you look at the video after this, there's pictures. Give you a little bit of an imagination. All right? I grabbed him. I put my finger in his hand, and he squeezed it. He held it. And he smiled at me. And he shed a tear. And after that, he was gone. So how dare you tell us that he's suffering? How about if I tell you in one of your videos that your child is suffering? How will you feel? Yeah. Yeah. Even in his last second, his last minutes of life, he still smiled to his daddy. No. But he was suffering, according to Debbie. Another judge. If you guys wanted to judge, why do you guys not pursue, go to law school, become a judge? Why you guys didn't pursue it? Because if you're judging me here, it means you're not a judge in real life. Because a judge in real life wouldn't do this. It's sad. And it's pathetic. So, all I want to say is, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. To be honest, save your time. Save your fingers from typing. and save yourself from a call out from me the next day. Yeah, because this is the video. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy. And we are planning on making some more videos. This is a little bit tough. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. And now that's who I am. All right. Thank you guys all. Thank you all for all the love and support. And yeah, stay safe. Happy New Year's. I know it's a little bit late. But yeah, 15 days late. But I'm sorry. It's been tough around here. But we'll get back at it, and we'll start making some videos here and there. Like I mentioned in the last video, that it was when I went to Florida for the hurricane to help my family. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much. I love you all, and take care.